Karen Reed stands accused of the murder of her then-boyfriend, Officer John O'Keefe, who died in the early hours of January 29, 2022. The prosecution claims she intentionally hit her boyfriend with her car, smashing its rear right taillight, and leaving her boyfriend to die in the cold. Karen Reed claims she was set up by the police officers who handled the case. She suspects them of a cover-up by planting pieces of her taillight at the scene. When police confiscated the vehicle, they took no pictures of the alleged damage to the right rear taillight. The following video depicts the police Sally Port, as Karen Reed's vehicle was taken into custody, so a separate CSI team could investigate it further. The prosecution shows it to the jury during Karen Reed's first trial on June 5, 2024, as part of the testimony of lead investigator Yuriy Bukhenik, to indicate that his team of police officers was never near the right rear taillight. The video should corroborate the state's story that no police officer at the scene took pieces of the taillight to plant as evidence and thus frame Karen Reed. Be the jury, do they come near the right rear taillight?
And Sergeant, as far as the condition of the vehicle as you observe it in this sort of pause still shot of the video, is that a fair and accurate portrayal of the condition as far as the snow or ice or anything you observed on that vehicle when it came into the Sally Port garage?
Yes, it is.
At any point in time when you were present with this vehicle in the Sally Port garage this evening of January 29, 2022, did either yourself or did you observe Trooper Proctor touch or manipulate in any way the right rear passenger side area of that vehicle?
No, we did not.
I think it's going if you can play from here. And we can pause there for someone. Dr. Bukhenik, from what you're observing in this video, what you've seen or what you recall from this, what is it that you and Trooper Proctor and some of the other officers are doing now?
We're establishing a perimeter around the vehicle and advise anyone in the area to stay away from the vehicle.
Who's going to get this place yet, please? Okay. You can take that down, Mr. Officer.
I think you were asked by Mr. Lally, does the video show you or Trooper Proctor having access to or messing with in any way that right rear tail light in any fashion? And you said never.
I was asked if at any point Trooper Proctor and I came into contact, I believe, or touched the vehicle in that portion of the vehicle, and I said never. We never touched the vehicle prior to it being properly processed with a search warrant.
Do you recognize that as the video we saw yesterday?
Yes, I do.
All right, that shows the vehicle coming into the Sally Port, and we're looking at which side of the vehicle?
So that is the driver's side of the vehicle. What that video depicts is a mirror collection. Although mirrors are accurate representation of what you're seeing, it's just inverted. So that is the driver's side of the vehicle. I do not know why it is inverted, but that's the way it was presented, collected and presented from Canton Police.
Do you see the person toward the back of the vehicle walking toward the opposite side of the SUV?
I do.
What area does he appear to be going to?
He appears to be going towards the rear passenger side of the vehicle, although it does not appear so because the video is inverted, a mirror image. That's where he's going.
And Sergeant Bukhenik, you testified for at least a half an hour about this video yesterday, correct?
I'm sorry, it was a long day. I don't know the timing of how long I testified.
You significantly testified about this video yesterday, did you not?
I testified about this video.
And you testified that it was true and accurate, correct?
Correct.
You testified that it was reflective of your observations of what was happening in that sally port that evening, correct?
I testified that this is a accurate scene and collection of video evidence from the sally port.
And as that truck sits in that sally port, just like this, it appears from all perspective that what we're looking at is the passenger side of the car, and that right rear taillight is right there shining in our face, correct? From this perspective.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
From this perspective, from the perspective that the jurors are looking at,
Okay.
from all indications, that would appear to be the right side of the truck, the passenger side of the truck, and that taillight that you can see is the right rear taillight, from this perspective, correct?
The way it presents itself, yes.
And yesterday, during the entirety of your questioning by Mr. Lally, not once did you mention that this video is actually completely inverted,
I
correct?
did not know.
Mr. Lally didn't ask you if it was inverted, correct?
That's correct.
And if I hadn't gotten up here and begun questioning you, that would be left uncorrected, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
I'd like you to pay attention to the right rear of this car. And I know we're completely backward, but it's the far corner of the car. Do you see a person's head there?
It appears as if someone's still there.
And that person is located at or near what portion of the car?
In real life or as it's depicted?
Is the person in real life, near the right rear taillight of the car?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, standing there, hovering around there, correct?
We don't know the distance that they are in proximity to the actual vehicle. We just know that they're behind the vehicle. That
Looks like it's pretty close, doesn't it, Sergeant?
Objection.
Sustained.
Does that look like he's in close proximity to the right rear taillight?
As I said, I can't tell how far away he is from the vehicle.
His head's right there, sir. You can't tell that he's right next to the right rear taillight?
Objection.
Sustained.
All right. I want you to pay attention to what that person does as soon as the other person comes out from behind that car. So you see him move. Stop it. Do you see that person move?
I saw movement in the frame, yes.
Right when the other person is in eyesight of the person toward the right rear, correct?
I mean, the video speaks for itself.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Objection, Your Honor.
The objection sustained. No commenting, Mr. Jackson. We've talked about that.
And after you watched the video, I think you were asked by Mr. Lally, does the video show you or Trooper Proctor having access to or messing with in any way that right rear taillight in any fashion? And you said, never.
I was asked if at any point Trooper Proctor and I came into contact, I believe, or touched the vehicle and that portion of the vehicle, and I said never. We never touched the vehicle prior to it being properly processed with a search warrant. I mean, the video speaks for itself.
Yeah, it does.
No.
Objection, Your Honor.
The objection sustained. No commenting, Mr. Jackson. We've talked about that.
Your Honor, I object!
And why is that?
Because it's devastating to my case!